All right, well, why don't we get started? Can everyone hear me all right? All right, that's good. I often speak quietly, so I'm going to try to speak more loudly. Welcome. So welcome to the cyber safety class, the first session. We're going to talk about all about scams. It sounds like a lot of you have personal experiences with scams that a lot of you can identify with. So that's interesting. Yeah, let's get started. So first of all, who am I and why am I doing this? My name is Nathan Call. I'm an IT professional. That means I have to stay up to date with what's going on in technology, and yeah, it's a field that moves very quickly. So I have to keep up to date with that stuff. So why am I doing this? I believe God is calling me not only to help our church with, the YouTube live stream we do, but also with, and our website, but also to take responsibility over you guys in helping with technology-related things. So, yeah. The billion-dollar reality. The estimated annual impact of scams is $81.5 billion. It's a whole industry. You're targeted because you're valuable. Scammers follow the money. Seniors hold the majority of home equity and retirement savings. And they also sort of exploit like common courtesy and respect. Generations raised on telephone etiquette are less likely to hang up the phone, even though hanging up the phone is often something that's required for safety. Remember, it is not rude to hang up. It is a vital safety measure. So, all right. So the universal anatomy of a scam. There are really these three main steps of a scam, or three main factors. Most scams really have these three main things here. So it could be unexpected contact. So an unsolicited call, text, email, or pop-up on your computer. It's like you're not sure where it came from or why it's trying to communicate with you. And then also high emotion. It tries to get your brain to really think in a more emotional sort of fear response or excitement response, so that you don't think critically about what it is you're doing. That helps the scammer. Then also a sense of urgency. That's probably the most important one. They will try to tell you that you need to do this right now, and they'll try to sort of impose that there's a sense of urgency. But in reality, it's like you don't need to do it right now. Even if it's a real thing, like even if it is your bank or the IRS or something, you don't need to do it the next 5 minutes. That's not how these things work. But they will try to tell you that you have to do it right now. All right, so the new frontier of scams is artificial intelligence. I was told that you guys were learning some about artificial intelligence. It is definitely a new thing that's on the rise, and part of that is voice cloning. All it takes is like 3 seconds of an audio clip in order to copy someone's voice. And so what scammers try to do is you might receive a phone call claiming to be from a relative, a friend, a grandchild, saying, "Hey, I'm in jail, I'm in the hospital, I'm in trouble, I'm stranded." But it's not from them. It's just from some scammer trying to scam you. So we'll get into how to protect against that. But then there's also deep fakes, which are AI-generated videos or photos endorsing fraud or promoting a certain product. This is also growing, especially on like social media. You might see like a certain politician doing something or saying something or promoting some product for you to buy, or oftentimes it's just a fake scam that they're trying to get you to go to. So these days it's getting very hard to trust what it is you're seeing online. So the key insight: in 2026, a voice on the phone may not belong to the person it claims to represent. So how do we defend against this? We implement a family safe word, okay? It's a unique private safe word or phrase agreed upon with your family. It's a low-tech solution for a high-tech problem. So how do you use it? If you get a crisis call from a family member, you have to first ask, what is our safe word? If they can't provide the safe word, then hang up immediately. And that's because that's a way to verify that it is actually the person that you're talking to, and not just some third party from outside that is trying to act as if they're that person. So choose something that's not found online, ideally, like a pet's name or your street address. Choose something, like, I don't know, you could say banana or something, something simple like that both of you know that's the key word. So, any questions so far?
How do they change your voice? I mean, if they hear your voice, I was told don't ever say yes. If they say, is this Barb, and I say yes. You're not supposed to say yes. Because they can use the word yes and use it toward things that saying you're agreeing to buy something or something, and you say yes, I'll buy it, and they have your
that could be part of it, yeah. I think most of it is not that kind of thing, where they're not taking your voice, they're taking the voice of someone you know, and then trying to convince you that they are that person you know, right? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the concern is less about your own voice and more about the voice of your friends or family. Yeah, so, all right. All right, now on to the other types of scams. One common thing that scammers will try to do is they'll try to impersonate a figure of authority. So that could be the IRS, Medicare, Social Security. It could also be banks. They could claim that you have suspended benefits or back taxes, or there's something wrong with your Social Security number, and you need to pay them right now. Yeah. Real agencies will mail you first. They will never demand payment over a phone call or especially gift cards. They're not going to ask for gift cards. That's another key thing scammers often do, because gift cards are it's an easy way for them to transfer money, is just with gift cards. So they try to ask people for gift cards. All right, on the email scams, also known as phishing. What is phishing? Phishing is a scam using fake messages, usually through email, to steal your information. They often try to impersonate a business that you trust. Like, for example, this is Wells Fargo. But, if you look at it closely, you'd be like, that actually says Wells Online. I haven't heard of Wells Online. Not sure what that is. You read through this, you're like, the grammar's a little strange on this paragraph. You go here, it says click here. And then you hover your mouse over it, and it's like, wellsbanks.net. I don't know what wellsbanks.net is. I shouldn't click it. Does that make sense?
I probably would, because I might think it's legitimate.
Well, if it's not, Wells Fargo would use, wellsfargo.com, right? It would be something more legitimate. Whereas, you
Not
know,
.net.
it wouldn't be a .net, and it wouldn't be, it wouldn't be Wells Banks, something like that. So, yeah, but they try to make it where it sounds close enough, right? Yeah. So.
What I have done is, when I get a call like that,
Yeah.
I try to find out what they're asking, then I hang up, and I call, like Wells Fargo, I'll call them
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
And they'll say, no, that wasn't us.
Yeah, that's exactly what you should do. Yeah, yeah. If you're not, if you pass the test. If you're not sure if you're not sure about who you're talking to or what's going on, just hang up and call the official number that's like on your card or on your bank statement or something like that. So, yeah, that's good. Yeah. So watch out for misspelled addresses, urgent, unexpected alerts. Again, hover your cursor, meaning your mouse, over any links. Ideally, don't click any links in emails, because these days links are everywhere, and it's like it can be a threat. But you're gonna hover your mouse over the link without clicking it, right? If you hover over it, it'll show you the exact URL. And so in this example, it's like, okay, I don't know what wellsbanks.net is. I probably shouldn't click it because I'm not sure about that. Yeah, so let's see what else. Yeah, report suspicious emails and block the sender immediately. Ask a family member or a trusted expert for a second opinion if you're not sure.
So,
Yeah.
So if you don't have a family member, who do you go to for the trusted expert? The best, for those of us who do have
Yeah.
younger people, they're so valuable. 'Cause
Yeah.
they can right away recognize this stuff. But if
Yeah.
you don't have that, is there somebody you can suggest that go to this source and they'll help you?
I mean, I know like the Geek Squad at Best Buy is pretty, Geek Squad at Best Buy. I know they're a pretty common resource for help with that. They'd be willing to help you. Otherwise, I mean, you could just ask me at church here. I'd be able to look at it. Yeah.
Well, just another helpful hint, I hope. A lot of times if I get things like that, I won't respond to the email, I call.
Yeah.
I call my bank.
Yeah.
Did you send this? It's my account, and
Yeah.
no, that wasn't from us.
Yeah. That's good to do as well. Yeah. Just make sure you contact them.
Kid around it.
Yeah.
Help you.
Yeah, make sure you contact them with, the phone that's the phone number that's on, the card or the statement. Yeah, to verify with them officially. Yeah. So that's good.
So you mean if I don't respond to the IRS that says I'm gonna get $10,000, I'll lose out on my money?
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah,
I
but
think that idea of appealing to our excitement
yeah,
is just as powerful as the
for
fear one.
for sure.
They
Yeah.
tell you you're gonna get some money.
Yeah.
Are open to that.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
you're gonna, who do you report suspicion to?
Most email clients like Gmail, Hotmail, or Outlook, most of them have a built-in like report button, and I can show you guys in the next session how to go through that. But yeah, most
Does
of
that actually go to somebody? Because these scams are relentless.
yeah,
And so you can one time say, I think I had a scam.
yeah.
And it just keeps coming.
Yeah,
They
no,
wear you down.
no, it is an ever-present battle for these companies to manage. But what they do is, like if you report this email, for example, they will block the email address that sent the email, and so from then it just makes the scammers' ability to do this harder because then they have to create a new email, right? And then it kind of goes through the same process. there are things that these companies like Google, Microsoft, there are things that they're doing that help against this. Actually using AI to sort of detect these things before you even see them, but it's not perfect. And so the best method of defense is your own mind, being able to sort of understand the threats and sort of stay safe. So, yeah. Any more questions?
Just a comment, for you young people, it's so easy because you're so used to all this stuff. But I think for most of us in our age group, I'm more gullible because I don't expect this stuff to happen, and so it's good to have this information.
Yeah. I understand a lot of this might not come naturally or whatever, but yeah. All right, so moving on to text scams. Let me just check. We're good on time. Also called smishing. That's kind of just a keyword. You don't really need to know that, but it's SMS texting plus phishing. So it's essentially the same thing we were just looking at, but through your texts. So the hook for that is often, a fake USPS delivery update, or an alert from your bank, or you won some money from Walmart, or, so like something like that. So it'll look like this, like USPS, your package cannot be delivered due to an incomplete address. Click here to update delivery preferences. What you should do is be like, I don't click links in my texts, and so I'm not gonna click that. I also don't know where that goes, and I don't even know what that is. Don't click suspicious links. You could have a bank alert, suspicious purchase of $2,500 declined at Apple Store. They give you a fake number. If that's actually your bank, then don't use that number. Use the number that you have on your card or your statement, and verify with them. Hey, is this a real transaction that happened? Because if it is, then you need to sort of deal with that. But oftentimes it won't be, because then it's just a fake text trying to get you to click a link or call a fake number. And then you have won a $1,000 Walmart gift card. Claim immediately at this link. Unfortunately, Walmart is they're not in the business of just handing out money to people. So as much as that is appealing and gives a credit of excitement, that is not something that they do normally. Yeah.
So clicking the link,
Yeah.
just because we have more experience, we're not less curious. And it's so easy to click the link.
Sure.
I just wonder what that is.
Yeah.
So then, is there something you can do to see, am I in trouble? And did something get loaded onto my phone, or do you just kind of then go along hoping?
I would recommend reaching out to a family member or trusted expert. They'd be able to look at that link and sort of determine, or they might be able to tell, like, hey, this just doesn't sound right. Walmart's not gonna give you $1,000. It's sort of that would be more of an advanced thing to do. Sort of look at where what the link did. Unfortunately, there's not a good way to really do that. I would recommend contacting someone.
Just don't do links.
Just don't do links if you can help it. So clicking a link can download malware, giving scammers remote access to your apps. According to the statistics, there are nearly 63 spam texts sent to each person every month. So some could be higher, some could be lower, but that's sort of the average. So
Can you explain what malware is?
malware is, well, it comes from sort of combining malicious with software. So it's malicious software. It's software that's designed to do something harmful or detrimental to your device. That could be, watching what you're typing. That could be watching your screen, if you're signing into your bank app or going to the bank website or something. It could be, it could be a lot of things. There's a whole industry around malware, and there's a whole industry around defending against malware. So it's a big business. There's a lot that can sort of happen with
Is there
that.
somewhere on your phone settings that would then get added and listed? And is there somewhere you can look and see, did some other software get put on my phone?
Yeah, I think most malware is actually on like Windows devices. I don't think a lot of it is on mobile devices, but I can get back to you on that. Yeah. All right. Tech support scams. Did you get one of these?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's so alarming until you just.
Yeah. Yeah.
What,
Yeah. So seniors are 5 times more likely to lose money on tech support fraud. The scenario: a pop-up shows up on your device saying, "There was a virus detected. Please call Microsoft or Apple at this number." But the number they give is a scam number that they're going to try to get you to. They're going to try to get you to install a software that will give them remote access to your device. So that way they can see your screen, and they can see what you're doing,
or
and
remote in.
they can remote in. Yeah. And so it's often involving like signing into your bank because they want to initiate a transfer. But yeah, so the reality check, legitimate tech companies like Microsoft, Google, Apple, they will never use a pop-up to contact you like this, and they won't ask you to call them through it. So yeah, any questions on that?
Sometimes,
Yeah.
maybe you're gonna cover this in the next session, but I've gotten that before and you can't
Yeah.
clear it off the screen. You keep hitting it and it'll pop right back up.
Mm.
And what I've had to do when I've had that, I've had to shut the whole system down and then turn it back,
Yeah.
turn the laptop or computer back up.
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Sometimes they just stay there and you can't get rid of it.
That loud noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that that could be a virus that the scammer like installed on your device to try to convince you of this. It could also be did you have your web browser open when this happened?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. It can also go through the web browser, just sort of show up on the screen there.
Are you better off going to the bank and doing your banking than on the phone?
That would probably be like the best option, but if there's usually a phone number on your debit card or credit card that you can just call, and so you can just call their number to verify things. So, yeah. All right. So then, church or charity scams. Scammers can also, they can scrape websites to find the names of pastors or leaders in a church or in a charity organization that you might support. They could try to sort of pretend that they are, the pastor, and sort of pretend that they need resources from you, like gift cards. So yeah, you could. one good thing to look for is sort of just look for the email address. If you're not sure about the email address, it's okay. You don't have to engage with the email. It's like, okay, that's a suspicious email. I'm not sure if that's actually pastor. And you kind of look down. So it's like, can you buy some gift cards for a sick child in the hospital? It's sort of really pulling at your heart, right? Sort of getting you to feel bad about the situation and that you want to help, right? And that's good. But for example, Pastor Crowne's here will never ask for gift cards. And if he does, let me know. I will. Oh, there he is. Yes, we were just talking. We were just talking about how there are scammers that impersonate pastors. So never.
Watch for my next email. Is that?
Yeah. But never ask for gift cards. Okay.
Send money.
Just send money.
Send money.
Yeah. So if gift cards are mentioned, it is always a scam. No organization, no legitimate person is going to ask you for gift cards, let alone multiple. They try to ask for multiple, like pick up 5 gift cards, yeah.
I want to ask you a question. Maybe you're going to talk
Yeah.
about this next week. So I'll just use Shar Thompson because a lot of us got her email, which was a scam.
Sure.
If you're that person, how do you know who it's gone to, or how can you get it to be stopped, or, you know?
She sent an email, or
She did not.
her email was compromised?
Well, she wouldn't have known who to send it to. Because I called her and she said, oh, that's a scam. But if I was Shar and I was trying to clear that, is there a way to do that, or is it just that your friends have to check in with you?
Sorry, you mean her email account was sending emails?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
But then when you looked up there at the top, it was not her account. But I didn't know that at the time. I didn't know.
Oh.
You know.
Oh, I see.
So she said she had lots of people calling her that they were part of that scam.
I see. Yeah. I mean, the main thing is to report it. You know, you can report it to Microsoft or Google or Apple. And there's more resources I'll get into, but unfortunately there's not a whole lot you can do if it's a different email address, right? If it's someone trying to impersonate you, then it's like, unfortunately, there's not much you can do. If someone compromises your email account, there is more you can do, where it's like it's actually coming from your email address, right? What you can do in that scenario is, reset your password, sign out of all the devices, to sort of get access back to the account. But then also, like, you can just so.
Well, they're pretty smart, aren't they, the scammers? I mean, are they like,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I can't think of the word. But I mean, they think these things up to prey on people, and people must fall.
Yeah.
They won't keep doing it.
Yeah,
They wouldn't keep scamming.
they're very crafty, and very good with technology,
They
and
seem to know about
they-
you because
these
don't just come from, well, I don't know who that is. This is something.
they try to target,
Somebody
yeah,
that you have in your contacts.
and AI is also enabling them to do this more effectively. Some of the things, like a common factor would be if it has poor grammar, right? Because it's often someone like overseas who just knows English as like their side language or secondary language, and they're just trying to scam people like in the U.S. here, and but now they can just use AI and get perfect grammar. So that's also sort of a factor. Any other questions?
Who is AI? I mean,
Who is AI?
who knows all the information? I mean, what is it? I mean,
Yeah.
is it one person that's just super brilliant and he named himself AI? I mean,
No. AI stands for artificial intelligence.
yeah.
It's a very advanced computer system that these days is getting a lot better and better, and so it can sort of it can act a lot more like a person these days, and so you can give it lots of different tasks, and you can so like in this example, they could have better grammar by just telling it. You just give it the text, and it's able to output the proper grammar, right? Like it's an English correcting system, let's say. But
So is somebody putting that information in this super smart computer?
Yeah.
I mean, somebody must be really brilliant that
Yeah.
AI can do all these things. Who's
Well,
telling AI?
yeah. I mean, they, yeah. I mean, they use tools like ChatGPT to sort of, you just tell it the information, and then it's able to output information. So, yeah. Does that sort of answer that?
Yeah.
Right. Right.
It's not a human.
Yeah.
It's a computer.
Yeah.
It lies.
It's a computer. Yeah. All right. All right. So there's also investment scams. So this often starts with an accidental text from some random person saying, "Hi, is this the gym instructor?" You might be nice and answer, "No, this is not the gym instructor, but who are you?" And then you sort of start a conversation. And from there, it could be, if you could have a conversation where it just goes on for weeks or months, and then they you sort of built a relationship with this person through the text, and then they suggest a guaranteed investment opportunity. I'll be able to 10 times your money, right? If you just give it to my platform here, give a link or something, and they claim that it'll be a guaranteed investment. What happens then in that scenario is you give the money to their platform, and then it's sort of just, you don't get the money back. It is a fake investment. It's not actually an investment. So median losses reach $20,000 for those in their 70s from investment scams. Again, scammers try to target seniors for these types of things, as there's a lot of investment-related things going on. A new thing as well is cryptocurrency scams. So, first of all, I guess, do you guys know what cryptocurrency is? Okay, I will. Okay, I'll briefly explain it. It's a new sort of digital currency. It's like, instead of the dollar or the euro, it's Bitcoin or something like that. It's a digital currency, and because it's so new and so popular these days in certain technology circles, it's not regulated very much by the government right now, and so it's sort of not fully traceable, or it's not. It makes it very easy for the scammers to do what they want to do, which is take the money. And so what they often try to do is they try to convince people to make an investment or pay with cryptocurrency. And so they'll tell you, hey, go to your local, Walgreens or something, and they might have an ATM that will convert your money into Bitcoin. There's a lot of those out there these days. And so then you'll receive a receipt that has, you know, the crypto information, but it's not actually, you know, physical. It's in the internet. It's all digital. But then it makes it easy for them to take that information and take the money. So if cryptocurrency is ever involved, you know, Bitcoin or something, that's often a red flag. So just sort of, I would recommend to stay away from that. Yeah. All right, so your strongest shield, the active pause. You know, you say something like, I don't handle this over the phone. You know, I don't handle big bank transactions over the phone, or, you know, these sorts of things. First step, hang up. It is a security protocol, not a sign of rudeness. It is important to understand that. You need to hang up the phone if you're ever not sure about who it is you're talking to. Second is verify. Call the person or institution back using an official number you look up from a bill or the back of your card. That way you can sort of double check with them, hey, was this thing real? Do I need to be concerned? And they'll probably tell you, no, that was a scam. That was not a real transaction, you know. And then lastly, report. Tell a family member or a trusted expert about the situation, and they would be able to help you sort of determine things further. Yeah, so the main thing is to, again, if it is a real scenario, you don't need to do it in the next 5 minutes. You know, that's what the scammer is going to try to convince you of. They're going to be like, you need to do this right now. You need to get the gift cards. You need to, you know, get the Bitcoin. You need to do this right now. You're in trouble, right? They're going to try to do that. But if it is a real scenario, first of all, it'd be strange if it is a real scenario, because they don't often contact you the way scammers do. But it's never a case where you have to do this the next 5 minutes. You can always just take a step back, take a deep breath, and you know, just take a break and sort of determine, hey, is this real? Should I actually be concerned about this? Maybe contact a family member or trusted expert as well and get a second opinion. Yeah. So.
If you've got all the names in your phone that mean something to you, and can they get into those numbers? To those people? For scamming?
No, that would be.
Because I only answer the ones that their name come up and they're in my phone.
Yeah. They might try to have a fake name where like they might be able to give it a fake name. I don't think a lot of them do that. It's often just a random number. So yeah, if it doesn't have the name, then that is a good sign. So, or sorry, that's a bad sign. Yeah. But if you get a phone call and it has the name, that's a good sign. Yeah. So, yeah.
I have on my phone, it'll come up as a scam, but
Yeah.
when if I answer it, they'll say something like, I've had this, we're with the police department.
Yeah.
Raising
Yeah. Yeah.
So when I can get them to stop talking, because they do this kind of AI
Yeah.
sounding
Yeah.
thing, I'll just say, I'm sorry, I'm gonna hang up now, but you came up as a scam caller on my phone. Well, we're not a scam caller.
Yeah.
And I'm going, okay, bye.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
I wonder if that, it kind of leaves me questioning.
Well, what that means, if you see, you know, scam caller or scam likely as the name of the person calling, what that means is, you know, the company behind your phone or phone service, you know, that could be T-Mobile, AT&T, or like Google or Microsoft, or well, not Microsoft, but like Apple. That means that they have received reports from other people that that number is a scam.
Good.
So
Okay.
because they receive reports, they flag it to other users, so that other people will see that it says scam likely or something like that. So yeah, that's what that means. So it probably was a scam call. Yeah.
I had that happen too. They'd call me, and I tell them, well, I support our local police department.
Yeah.
One of the
Yeah.
officers I know, and I support him. Oh, that's great, you support your local one, but you can support
Yeah.
everybody. And
Yeah.
basically, that's what they said. And
Yeah.
I thought, oh, thanks.
Yeah.
So that's another sign they still keep pressing you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they will keep trying. Yeah, they will keep trying. That's why it's important to hang up, because even if you're unsure, and even if you think you're unsure, and then you're like, okay, I don't think these people are legitimate, they can try to convince you that they are legitimate, right? So the instant you're unsure, you should hang up. Yeah. So yeah.
So email is one way things come, but Facebook Messenger is another one.
That is another way.
And
Yeah.
you'll get a name and a picture and the whole thing.
Yeah.
Talk about seeming
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it might not be.
Yeah, they use Facebook as well. I know WhatsApp is a common platform for them to use for scams. Yeah, so it's really anywhere where there are other people involved in online media websites that scams can happen. Yeah.
One of the things we learned in our AI classes is how much, well, like your medical services. One of the things that I have gotten, and it looks very official, and it might be official.
Yeah.
So supposedly coming from, Health Partners or something, asking me if I would like to be involved in a survey, or one that I've gotten was, if you will come into this program, we will check on your DNA and we will know, all this information about you. Well, in class we decided, no, we're not doing that. But is that a scam, or is that something that's coming through AI through our health programs?
I'm not sure about regarding healthcare, but there are some things where it is sort of unsure. Like you mentioned, surveys, right? I don't believe scammers often use surveys, so those are most likely legitimate. However, I mean, it's all like these days it's hard to know, so I would just be careful either way. Yeah. So, scams happen to everyone, including experts. We treat a clicked link as a learning opportunity, okay? And so here are some resources that you'd be able to contact if you ever do have a situation where something happened and you need assistance. The government is very much against these types of things, and they really want to try to protect people who fall victim to scams. So they provide resources. That's also in the handout, so you'll be able to review that. So.
Do you know anything about the IC3, what they actually do? Because I've gotten a scam, investment scams, what I've primarily been dealing with. And everybody says to go to IC3. Do you know anything specifically about them?
Yeah, I believe they are backed by the FBI. They sort of use that as a nationwide database of scam records that they can refer to. It doesn't mean that you'll get support for each report that you send in, but it does help sort of overall the FBI and the government sort of respond to scam threats. Yeah.
I've been told that you should call your local police department and report through them, And then
Yeah.
I read somewhere else though where they
Well,
said,
that as well,
well,
yeah.
your police department will take have it on record, but they don't research anything, they don't follow up on anything.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
just
yeah.
have it on record.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I mean,
it's
if,
worth reporting to local police.
yeah, yeah, if there is money involved, and if things were, there was a transfer involved, you can contact your local police. However, they don't have the resources to deal with it like the FBI would, or these other platforms. So, yeah. Any other questions? We got a few minutes till church. Yeah. You guys asked a lot of questions.
All right, I have another one.
Sure.
So once in a while, not once in a while, maybe twice this year, I've gotten a text. I don't know who the text is from.
Yeah.
It says maybe, "Hi Barbara, what are you doing? Blah 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 blah." And it's not me. So I have texted back and said, "I am not Barbara." Is that a scam?
Yeah, it can be. It's also possible that it's just someone who they have the wrong number, right? So, but a wrong number is also a common way that scammers will try to contact people. Yeah. So, again, it's important to just be critical of sort of whatever platform you're interacting with and who you're talking to, and yeah. So. Any other questions? All right, well, you guys are dismissed.
This was really good.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Good job.
Thank you.